It is a fact of married life in the modern world. Many nuptials result in divorce. China, in its rush to economic wealth and power, has seen divorce rates soar in recent years. But to ensure those I do's don't become I won't, some people are willing to go to great lengths. Our next report introduces us to China's cheating spouse hunters, a booming business that's also an experiment in covert social engineering.
On the 18th floor of a Shanghai office block, the team from the marriage hospital is preparing a new operation. Ming Li is the boss of the agency. Her area of expertise? Getting rid of mistresses. Her assignments mostly come from wives with cheating husbands. At first, the wives put up with an affair because their husband would get half the assets in a divorce, and a separation wouldn't be good for the children. The man could also earn a lot more money in future, and that would go to the mistress. Those deliberations make a wife pretty tolerant. Ming Li sends her team out to make the first contact. The mistress in this case owns a restaurant. The agency employees are armed with fake IDs and biographies to match. Their goal is to infiltrate the life of the mistress. First, they have to gain her trust, then they try to influence her. Yu Rongcheng, like most of his colleagues, has training in psychology. This case isn't too complicated. The mistress has a restaurant, so we've easy access. It's harder if the lover's a housewife or works in an office. Then we have to figure out her daily routine to find out what's the best way to meet her. Or we've to call and pretend we've dialed the wrong number. At the restaurant, they act like ordinary customers. Back at the agency, Ming Li is sitting with the betrayed wife. The 48-year-old doesn't want to be identified. She discovered her husband's infidelity with a hidden recording device and GPS tracking. He has no idea that she knows. At first, she considered divorce, but then she began to worry about her future, alone and with less money. Now she doesn't want to give up on her marriage. A divorce wouldn't make me feel better. I only think of divorce when I'm really angry. Deep down, I want to spend the rest of my life with him. I don't want my family to fall apart after 20 years and all the ups and downs. Clients of the marriage hospital are also advised how they should change to make their marriages happier. Ming Li takes care of the mistresses. She has no scruples when it comes to infiltrating an affair. According to her, it's all to protect the family. Mistresses are like tumours. First they must be removed, then we can take a look at the marriage and see what needs to be fixed. What conflicts must be resolved so that both partners can grow. The operation to get rid of the mistress is underway. We are secretly filming from a nearby table. The betrayed wife believes the money for the restaurant comes from her husband. His lover is in her early 30s. Mr. Yu and his team want to engage her in conversation. They pretend they want to order food for a company banquet, and they approach her behind the bar. Their disguise must be carefully maintained. It's not unusual for well-heeled men in China to have a younger lover. The mistresses are known by the derogatory term "shi san," which means a third person of lower rank than a wife. The agency gives advice about all kinds of marital problems. But employees only infiltrate an affair when there is a good chance of success. The clients must have deep pockets. The service can cost tens of thousands of euros, with no money-back guarantee. But business is booming, and they're planning to expand. Ming Li holds a conference for her employees. Each case needs 3 to 6 months. Methods vary from renting an apartment next to the mistress to getting her to leave town with a lucrative job offer. Or they pair her up with another man. In agency jargon, that's called a love transfer. There are plenty of methods, some dubious, but the agency claims to have a near-perfect track record. Mistresses have to conceal the relationships. They're always worried that people will find out. That is why we try to sow the seeds of doubt. Do you really want to spend your life as a mistress? This guy will never introduce you to his parents. You have to spend your holidays alone because he is with his family. For rich people, lovers are just a way to kill time. Back at the restaurant, the undercover team is still at work. Their target does not seem the least bit suspicious and will, in fact, be hearing from her affable guests again in the next few days. They are satisfied with how the evening went. Mistress Hunter Yu says he averages about 10 cases a year. And he's feeling pretty confident about this one. We will try to do a love transfer. First we make contact, then, if she shares her feelings with us, we will take it a step further and tell her what we think she should do. Then we will bring her together with some men. A karaoke, for example. It has to seem natural. When the mission has been completed, they will slowly extract themselves from the life of the clueless lover, as if they had never existed.
A love transfer. All right, even as the day ends, the conversation continues online. You can find us on Twitter, either at DW News or write straight to me. You see the address right there. Whatever happens between now and then, tomorrow is another day. We'll see you then, everybody.